Alright, what we're going to do is establish what a 3-round group looks like at 100 yards with my loophole 8x5 to 25 times traditional optic. I have shot this particular ammo that we're running, which I think is some cheapy Monarch from Academy, and I'll detail what we're shooting when we're shooting it in the video. But it's about an inch was the grouping I was getting previously with it, so we should be able to reproduce that with this optic, the loophole. And once we confirm that we have a couple tight groups down there at 100 with this, we'll take it off the gun, and what we're trying out is a brand new product from Bering Optics called the HOGSTER R. This is a thermal weapon sight. Native magnification is somewhere around 2 times. It has digital zoom, a 35mm front objective lens. It does have a front focus, so I'm real excited about testing out the ability of this thermal optic in maintaining its focus through shooting. Obviously we're using 308, which is near the upper limits of night vision hunting. The mount on this particular optic is a locking throw lever style mount. So we'll make sure that it fits nice and snug, and then when you lock it down, it has a mechanical push lock there to keep you from inadvertently disconnecting it from the gun. Adjustments on this side. Don't know a lot about the specifics of the core and whatnot. I know it's in the 300 resolution and 50 hertz category. Again, just playing with it in the backyard, it meets my standards of what I like to see. On image clarity, we'll get some recorded footage off of it. It records, or it sends external video through a USB-C. I'll go through what it takes to get recording on this, and it takes 2 CR123A batteries here on the side. So we'll do that, and then we'll refire the rounds downrange and see if we're able to get good consistent accuracy with a different optic having established baseline here. Let's do it. Monarch 150 grain soft point. 100 yards, 4 shots.
Rolling.
Alright, the next ammunition will be PPU matchline 308, 168 grain open tip match. So we will send 4 of those down, not making any adjustments. We will use a new bullseye to change the point of impact from the previous ammunition type. Alright, so everything looks good downrange. We're going to switch scopes now to the thermal and reshoot and see what the accuracy variance is between the two style optics. If we can get the same, near the same accuracy out of a thermal optic, I'd be tickled. Switching optics. 1, 2, 3, 4, go into the 4th rail slot. Nothing extravagant on the torque. I had pre-fitted that earlier, so it should be pretty close. Alright, so obviously you can go and hunt in this configuration. You won't be able to record any video, but everything will function otherwise. If you want to record the video, you get an external DVR such as this. Okay, SD card. Plug up a trigger switch for the initiation, and then you have to find some way to attach this to the gun. That's not the purpose of today's exercise here. Then it has a connection for the video, which has a mass of cords in terms of what that is sold with, the DVR. Then you go into a barrel connector, and the piece of equipment that comes with the Bering Optics scope is from here on. So you have an RCA male, goes into the barrel connector, and then it comes off into two terminations. You have a USB legacy style, which is if you want to connect an external power supply, or you have a USB-C for video. So opening up this side port has a little positive click when you're in. So I'm going to initiate video recording. We're shooting the Monarch. I'm going to go ahead and send 5 down. I don't know that I have a really precise 0 to center of bullseye, so we'll just take the average of the grouping wherever it lands, and then we'll make adjustments afterwards before we shoot the next one. So Monarch 150 grain recording. I'll now cut the video over to the in-scope view. I'm going to try this reticle that has a T-bar with plus symbols.
Alright, we'll try it on the softest contrast. Here we go.
We went down range and verified the 5 shots using Monarch 150 grain soft point. The good news is the group was consistent to what we saw with the loop-hold scope in terms of group size. So 5 shots went into about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inch group. So that tells me the Bering is capable of shooting to the same accuracy dependent on the visual and environmental conditions. I mean, there's always a variance there. So the group was also about 4 inches to the right of where I was aiming, so refining the 0 that we started with at the 50, which was our rough 0. I'm going to make 5 adjustments to the reticle towards where the impacts were, and we'll kind of see what 5 clicks gives us in a distance traveled of the point of impact. So I'm in the scope right now. I'm going to go to, I'm still on G1, profile 1. I'm going to go into the menu, go down to the zeroing. And the 0 values are not XYs in this scope. It's measured in centimeters. So my current windage is 14.4 centimeters positive. 45.6 centimeters positive on my up and down. So I want to adjust right and left. I'm going to hit the middle button to shift that, and then it's the back button to go right. So I'm going to go 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That took us to plus 26.4 centimeters. I'm going to lock that in. Alright, now we're shooting the PPU match line, 168 grain at the top thermal hotspot down on the range. I'm going to leave the reticle the same so I don't screw up myself changing reticles. Thus far the scope is maintaining its focus through shooting, which is fantastic. Alright, here we go with 5 shots. Alright, no power outages. I'll check video later. Focus is maintaining. So far I'm happy. I'll go take a picture of that group down there, and then I plan to hunt with a different set of ammunition, so we'll go ahead and zero it in with that and call it a day. Getting ready for hog hunting. This is some ammo I featured in a previous video. It's Soft Point Cutting Edge, SPCE, and it has a unique shape to the bullet design. The website will tell you why they did it, but there's definitely a step physically in the bearing surface of the bullet. So it tickled my interest. I'll try to put it into some hogs and see what it does. It's 150 grain soft point. So I'm going to shoot 2 at 100 and then verify where they're printing, make the final adjustment for the hunting 0, and then our next video hopefully will be a successful hunt in the field and seeing what the ammunition does.